Alright, what's good, loved ones? Appreciate y'all for joining in today, man. All my people on TikTok, don't forget to hit that follow button. And all my people on Instagram, don't forget to hit that follow button for me, G. And my people on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, man. But I came across this, man. I seen it all over social media floating around. Beanie Sigel and the food truck situation. I seen HASSAN Campbell come out and other people, you know what I'm saying, speak their piece on their thoughts on that situation, man. And this is what I feel though, man. You know what I'm saying? You know me, Beanie Sigel is like my top 5 favorite rapper of all time. You know what I mean? One of the lyrics, the pain in his voice, you know what I mean? When he told his stories, man, everything was believable. Everything was real. It wasn't no fake when he told his stories, when he did his raps, you know what I mean? You felt the pain, no different from DMX or somebody like that. Like, you felt the pain. You felt every word that he said when he delivered his bars. You did what I'm saying? So seeing Beanie Sigel, I think he like probably 50 something right now, you know what I mean, or late 40s, you know what I mean. But the food truck situation, I mean, I feel like this, man. The music business, man, I heard Hassan talking about it, man, how you get your moment of fame and then they kind of like erase you. I feel like that's what they're trying to do to Meek Mill, but it's like, you gotta extend yourself. I think when Beans first came in the game, just imagine a person that come from the block, right? And they get a deal with Jay-Z and them, you know what I mean? One of the biggest rappers out at that time that had relationships with Big and stuff like that. You know what I mean? To get that opportunity to get out of the hood, you know what I mean? To experience going on the road and doing something that you love to do. You know what I mean? And you ain't really thinking business. You thinking, man, I done been through a lot of hard things in the hood. I actually get the opportunity to do something that I love to do. You know what I mean? And sometimes you ain't thinking business at that time. You just thinking about the opportunity. I'm gonna get into that Dame Dash and 50 things, the same similar situation. But I feel like sometimes, like Charlamagne the God always say, you gotta learn from other people's mistakes. And I think that's what Meek Mill did. And I heard academic, different people talking about how Meek Mill music is not connecting to the audience. I feel like Meek Mill is one of the greatest rappers to do it too, because lyrically he's one of the best. I don't like all the antics that be behind the Meek Mill stuff, but as far as can he rap, Meek Mill is extremely dope. But let's not get too far into that. Beanie Sigel with the food truck thing, man, I ain't see nothing wrong with it. He could continue to create businesses and do things to feed his family and put his kids in position to do different things and learn different things, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I think it's a standard that people think of when they think of Beanie Sigel because of what Jay-Z has done after music, you know what I mean? Becoming a billionaire and having multiple businesses under his belt, you know what I mean? That bringing him a large amount of revenue and stuff of that nature, you know what I'm saying? But like I said before, man, some people's journey can be a lot different than others. But it's not, I'm not gonna knock his journey of what he's trying to do and what he's trying to build just because I don't like it, you know what I'm saying? But the music business is about people understanding what they're signing up for, what they're doing and what they're putting together. Sometimes, like I told you, when you're young, you get an opportunity, you get a little wild, you're so excited, you know what I mean? You make a lot of bad decisions. And sometimes it can jeopardize the later on. And that's what happened in that situation. I feel like a lot of the later on things got misconstrued for the business aspect of it all. You know what I mean? But he's still in a position where he's have the energy and the popularity to be able to create other entities and businesses now, and people will support him. You know what I mean? It's all about the support. It's all about the growth, and it's all about just learning. And that's what life is all about. So I don't look at that as no air. I look at it as a building block for many more other things that he's probably creating. So I got where Hassan was coming from when he was saying his message. But at the end of the day, when you fall, you got to learn from it. And that's what I'm learning each and every day in life. You know what I mean? All the mistakes that I made and decisions that I made that was bad, I'm trying to learn from each one of them. You know what I mean? And try to become a better person. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes you'll get so excited about a situation that you start to do things reckless and not paying attention to the opportunity that you was given. And sometimes it'll lead you down the wrong path or the wrong situation and make things worse for later on. The later on is the key. You know what I mean? Because everything you do in those moments is setting you up for later on. And that's what I'm going to get into my other video with the 50 Cent and Dame Dash situation. But that's what I think about that, man. I feel like, you know what I mean, I celebrate any guy or the culture that's becoming an entrepreneur and that's learning the different businesses and being able to branch out and just build a brand. So even though he was this extremely successful rapper, beloved rapper with Rockefeller, you know what I mean, the GOAT within the clique, you know what I mean, one of the GOATs in the clique, you know what I'm saying? So it ain't no smut on him, you know what I mean? He can continue to build, because and just to be real, Beans can really sign up to do all type of stuff. You know what I mean? He can be with the antics and do the reality shows and all of that. He can do the podcast. He can do whatever because his name is stamped. You know what I'm saying? It's Beanie Sigel. You know what I mean? This ain't no regular Joe off the street. This Bean is one of the legends, one of the best that ever do it. You know what I'm saying? He can still rap. If Bean put out an album right now, you know what I mean? It's still gonna be great lyrics, great storytelling. You know what I mean? Beans is like that. You know what I mean? Being that he had that incident with the shooting and stuff like that, and his voice got messed up, he still can rap at a high level. You know what I'm saying? But I don't see nothing bad about, you know what I mean, building things around you. You know what I mean? You might have to start from ground zero, but you got to when you wake up each and every day and you just try and you put your effort in and you keep willing to learn, I'm not mad at that. I applaud a guy like that, and I respect Beanie Sigels to the fullest. So I don't feel like there's no smut on his name for none of this stuff. You know what I mean? Just continue to build, continue to grow. You know what I mean? Everybody ain't gonna be billionaires, but you know what I mean? Put your money in the right pots and continue to grow your stuff. You know what I mean? That's what I try to do, man. I was inspired to do YouTube, and the things that I do, it all came from Oskino, from Rockefeller, Oskino. It all started from Oskino. I used to watch his clips, and I was like, dang, he was like, you can get up here, Oskino, the Lowski guy, and Whack 100. Those three would inspire me to start doing the YouTube. Whack 100, Oskino, and the Lowski guy from Chicago. You know what I mean? But, yeah, man, I don't feel like nothing wrong with it, and I built it. I learned from all my mistakes. You know what I mean? Made a couple of dollars off of it. But they inspired me to do the videos, and you know what I mean, just talk from my perspective and things of that nature. You know what I mean? Much love, much respect, man. That's my piece on that, G.